Hey, party people. Okay, first of all, probably the most obvious thing if you're watching is I'm not sitting in my chair, laying in bed. You're like, Maddie, what's going on? Are you feeling a little bit under the weather? I think so, but not physically. Like, mentally, I'm under the weather. Where the fuck does under the weather come from? Like, why do we say that? Where does... When a sailor became ill or seasick, often because of violent weather conditions, that sailor was sent below decks to the most stable part of the ship, which was under the weather rail. Okay. So listen, I had this entire fifth episode planned where I was going to talk about the questions of morality and obsession, but this felt more appropriate for the way I'm feeling right now. And maybe I'll cry during this episode. And if I cry, hey, shut up. Hey, mute the podcast. Turn it off. Turn it off. I'm a human. I don't know what to talk about. Let's talk about burnout. And I just want to say, like, guys, I know my experiences are not unique. I know everybody experiences burnout, and I know people have it worse than me, and I'm not trying to be like, ooh, my life sucks and my life is horrible. Like, no, I just want you guys to know that I'm not trying to be tone deaf here. But I want to talk about this because I feel like it's interesting for me personally to hear about the way that other people experience it. So I'm going to let you guys hear how I experience it, and then you can compare and contrast and do whatever you need. But I just want you to know that you're not alone. Okay? I feel the same way you do. I might not be able to understand the way you feel, and you might not be able to understand the way I feel, but just know that, like, you are not alone. It's final season. Tons and tons of students are feeling burnt out. Even professors and teachers are feeling it, you know? You've just been, like, going at it for so long, and now everything is, like, concluding, and I have some classes where teachers are teaching up until finals week, so I'm getting new content until finals week, and it's just, like... It's like, I don't know. It's just like really overwhelming time, and it always is. But especially now because it's winter. So I go into class and it's daytime, and then I come out and it's pitch black, and I'm losing all motivation to do anything, which is, it's always a really scary time for me when that happens, because usually I work ahead. I don't typically procrastinate. I like to do my stuff right when it's assigned. That way I just don't have to worry about it later. Or I do it, like I write an essay as soon as I can, and then I can edit it throughout the week before it's due. And I'm not doing that. I have like 3 essays, and like 2 of them are like my final essays that I need to be working on, and I just haven't started them. And it's not like the content is difficult. It's not like the content of the essay is a difficult topic to write about. Like, I already have all of the knowledge I think I need for it. I just can't bring myself to sit down and write it, which is so, like, it's fucking stupid. It's so dumb. Like, I know it's not hard, and I get angry at myself that I'm not doing it. Like, I could be doing it right now, but instead I'm talking to you guys. But, like, this is, like, my therapy. And so maybe I'm going to say some stuff on this episode that shouldn't be on the internet forever, and maybe in 20 years, psychologists are going to analyze this and be like, hey, write this down. Put this in the textbook. But I'm just going to do this anyways because I don't have a therapist, obviously, clearly. And again, I just want you guys to understand that, like, somebody out there sees you and understands you and feels you, and you're not alone. And I'm not alone. And I need to remind myself that, because sometimes it's really, really hard. I feel alone. A lot. Like, a lot of the time I feel really, really alone. And then I feel so fucking guilty and so shitty that I feel alone, because I have such a strong support system and I have so many good friends. Right now, guys, I could count 10 friends that I could text and they would stop what they're doing, and like, if I needed to, they would call me and they would talk me through whatever I need to be talked through, because they're just genuinely good people and they care about me and I care about them. And so then I feel like an idiot when I sit in my room and I get sad and I feel alone. But it's the thing with those friends is, like, our relationship is very upbeat. You know, we tease each other and we make jokes, and it's just really funny. We never really talk about anything serious, and we never really give ourselves the opportunity to. But I know that they would be there for me. But it's just like so awkward for me to just reach out and be like, hey, can you talk? But then I don't want them to feel like that towards me. Like, I want them to know that I am always there for them. So I selfishly feel so fucking alone sometimes. And I think a part of that is, I think there's like a romantic aspect to that. Like, I have never been in love. And I've never been in a serious relationship where feelings are evenly reciprocated between both parties. And there are so many different reasons for that. Like, I'm a fucking loser and I'm not funny and I'm not pretty enough and like all these other like self-doubt things that come to mind that I am not going to talk about right now because I actually am not strong enough for that right now. But woo! I'm crying. Shut up. I will say it was really, really hard last year. My best friend was in a relationship and they were super happy and they were doing things every weekend, and I was obviously so fucking happy for them and so fucking happy for like all of the joy that and happiness that they shared. But like I, deep down I had a sense of envy. It's like why don't I have that? Like what am I doing wrong? Like why does nobody see me that way? And like why do people only have platonic love for me? And so the loneliness is romantic because I'm 19 and I've never experienced anything serious. And I know 19 is, it's so young and you have your whole life ahead of you. I know, I get that. I feel like I'm being left behind or like I'm being left out. It's so stupid. I get so fucking mad at myself for saying I feel alone because I'm not. I know I'm not, but like mentally, I feel very isolated, and there are many different reasons why. Some of it like stems like all the fucking way back to my adoption, and some of it is just surface level right now. My friends are living in another town than I am. And then when I go home, I feel alone. When I go home, I feel really alone because home isn't home for me anymore. I think this apartment is considered to be my new home because like all of my stuff is here. All of the like most important things that I hold near and dear to my heart, I brought them with me because this is where I live. And when I go back to my house, my like quote unquote childhood home, it just like it doesn't give me that sense of warmth anymore. It's just like cold and gray. And I don't recognize it. And I don't recognize those nostalgic memories that I used to hold in such high esteem anymore. Like I've grown up and I've looked at those memories with a new lens, and I'm like, some of that stuff that I experienced was not normal. And then it's another thing, like, did I do something to deserve that? But I was like just a kid. Like, why did that happen? Which is another reason why, hey guys, I don't believe in God. And I can't believe in a God that would put a child through that. Or put a child through situations that are fucking way worse than mine. This is so stupid! I'm not crying, dude. I'm not. I have dry eye syndrome. Earlier this week, literally I think Monday, I kid you not, I slept for 17 hours. 18 hours. I went to bed at 2. And then I woke up at 6 and I was like, no, I'm going back to bed. I went to bed. I didn't go to bed at 2. I fell asleep at 2, meaning to take a nap, like a short little nap. And then I woke up at 6 and I was like, fuck it, I'm going back to bed. Woke up again at 11. I was like, well, I have to go to class in the morning, so why would I get up? So I went back to bed. Woke up again the next time, 8 a.m. So I essentially slept from 2 to 8. And I woke up and I was not rested. And I was tired. Because it's like, well, when you sleep too much, you don't feel rested, whatever. But, like, that's just, like, how, like, recently, that's all I want to do is sleep. All I want to do is sit in my bed and just rot away. Alone. And a part of being alone is, like, mentally, I'm not in the headspace to be with other people. And so then I isolate myself because I don't want to bring other people around me down. And I don't want to make them feel the way that I feel. One of my biggest fears is, like, Hey guys, chill out. Stop. One of my biggest fears is that people are going to see me the way that I see myself. And that people are going to perceive me in the way that I perceive myself. Because I'm the one that spends the most time with me. And I know what it's like. And I know what I don't like. And I try to fix it. And then I can't fix it. And then it's just like a whole negative cycle. It's a whole loop. I feel so alone, so then I isolate myself, which makes me even more alone and makes me even more sad. Let's go back to like going home and how it doesn't feel like home. I hate going home because I hate seeing people that I used to know. And not like I love seeing my friends. That is not who I'm talking about, but it's like people from high school. Like everyone comes back for Christmas break. I don't want to see them. That is a whole different chapter of my life that I don't want to open. And there are other people that I used to have relationships with that I don't speak to anymore, and I don't want to see them, and I don't want to run into them at the bookstore, and I don't want to run into my old teachers at the fucking grocery store. Like, I don't want to do that. So there's just a lot that goes into me not wanting to go home anymore. But I want to see my family. I want to see my friends. I just feel like shit mentally. And I don't know why. And that's what sucks. That is like one of the worst things, is when you feel so fucked, but you can't fucking explain it. You can't give a reason. And then you feel stupid because you're like, oh yeah, I've been feeling really down lately. And people are like, oh, like why? Like, how can I help you? What can I do? And you're like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know what is wrong with me. I have no idea. And I wish I could tell you so that we can brainstorm a solution so that I can figure out how to fix it and how to work on myself. But I genuinely have no idea. And that's what sucks. That's what sucks, is when you don't know why you feel the way you feel. Or maybe that's just a me thing. Because, not to swing back to God, but like, I am somebody who needs proof. And somebody who likes science and likes reasoning and like, why is this that and why is that that? You know, I like to have explanations. I hate novels and movies and TV shows that end open-ended. I hate that. I need to know what happened. I need to know the specifics. And maybe that's a point of like, I hate when I can't define what I feel. It just like, it makes me angry. And then I get mad at myself. And then I get mad at myself for getting mad at myself because I'm like, dude, I'm just a human. I am just a human, and this is normal. Again, like, I am saying all of this from such a fucking position of privilege, dude. I'm sitting in my, like, nice apartment, I'm enrolled in a nice college, and education is such a fucking privilege. And, like, I hold so much privilege, and it sounds so fucking stupid of me to be complaining about something that is so trivial and so useless, and in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't fucking matter. But right now, it feels like the world is caving in. I think another reason why I'm feeling so off is it's November 30th. And so it's like the holiday season, and the holidays really remind me of my grandma. She passed away in January a couple years ago, but I always like connect Christmas with her because my dad has a huge family. And so we never really got together with that side of the family except for Christmas. Everyone honestly really went to those gatherings to go see my grandma. And then the year after she passed, we didn't all get together because everybody was grieving in their own way, and everybody was like, well, what's the point of going if she's not there? You know, she was the glue. She was the glue of the family. Stop! Fuck! Suck it back in. Crawl your way back up. I'm not shedding another tear today. This is fucking stupid. But yeah, the holidays really remind me of my grandma. And so yesterday night, I was just cleaning up because my room got kind of messy because I'm in a funk. And I was going through my jewelry box, and I found a necklace of hers. And I had a breakdown. Hey, I had a breakdown. And you know that fucking thing that's like, wave hits you wave. Shut up. I can't even make fun of it properly. Like, God. Shit. Grief hits you in waves. And I'm like, oh, fuck off. That's fucking bullshit. No, it's true. Because it genuinely felt like a wave. Like I was being swept away by the current, and I couldn't fucking get up for a breath of air. Like I could not breathe. I was sitting in my room in the fucking pitch black, 8 p.m., sobbing my fucking eyes out. I'm trying to be silent so I'm not disturbing Sophia. And I felt like I was dying. And I called my dad because I was like, I'm gonna die here. Like, I'm gonna hyperventilate and die because I cannot breathe. I cannot take a breath. And I called him, and I called him to try and talk to him and bring myself down from whatever it was that I was experiencing. Grief comes in waves, and I miss my grandma, and it's really hard around the holidays. It's really fucking hard. It's really, 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 really fucking hard, and I miss her so much. And again, another reason why I don't want to go home is grief, because my dog died, like, I think it was it last year? Was it 2022, you guys? Hey guys, when did my dog die? Be honest. Hey guys, be honest. Reveal time. When did my dog die? I think it was 2022. But going home was really fucking hard because every time I went home, she would always come up to me and greet me. And she'd always come up to you with a toy in her mouth. And it was really cute. And I would always drop up my stuff and just sit on the floor with her for a second. And it's really hard to go home and enter that front door and there's no one there to greet you. It's really hard to walk into an empty house. It's really hard to lay in my bed at home alone, because usually my Daisy would be there, and she'd snuggle right up to me into a cute little ball, or she'd go under the blankets because she just loved burrowing under the blankets. And it's really hard, and that is when grief hits me, is when I go home and I realize that she's not there. I don't wake up and immediately walk to the door and let a dog outside, and I don't fill up a dog bowl. I used to make her these like homemade like dog popsicles of like watermelon juice, because that was like her favorite snack. So now when I eat watermelon and I just dump the juice down the drain, like it's hard. And they're right. Grief fucking hits you in waves, and it hits you when you're not ready for it. It's not something you can plan. And that sucks, because I love planning. I'm somebody that has to have control over everything, and I need to plan everything down to a T. If you make plans with me and it's your plans, hey, I'm going to ask you 35 questions minimum. What time? Where? Who's coming? How should I dress? Should I bring this? Should I bring that? Do you want to get there early? Is getting there early too early? Like, are you actually going to show up? Oh, are we going to cancel it? Oh, what about the weather? Like, I am asking every single fucking question under the fucking sun. I can't just make casual plans. I need every single detail. Wait, why am I talking about this? Hey guys, why am I talking about me being controlling? Oh, unplanned things. Yeah. So then, like, when unplanned tragic events hit my life, hey, that's horrible. And obviously it's horrible for fucking anybody. But I think another reason why I find it so horrible is because I had no plan for it. I had no backup plan for it, The older I've gotten, the holidays have become more of a solemn, lonely time. Just because, like, I don't know. I feel like I miss my childhood a lot, in the way that, like, childhood bliss and the experience of holidays as a kid is so different than how I experience it now. You had, I don't know if you guys believed in Santa, but I did. And this idea of like Christmas magic and reindeers, and the snow is beautiful, and also the snow and the weather. That's another part of it, is climate change. I walked outside and I was sweating, and it's November 30th. That doesn't really make me feel like I'm in the Christmas spirit. And the fact that I no longer believe in God. I grew up in the Catholic Church and I no longer believe in God. That's another reason why Christmas just does not feel the same. And I know a lot of people celebrate Christmas not about Jesus. It's just a day of gathering and love and magic and the Christmas spirit. I get that. But like, for my family, I mean, we weren't like super religious, but for my family, like, we had a nativity, like, and like, Jesus was definitely a big part of it. And so there's just a lot about Christmas that I don't feel the same for anymore. And it sucks, because it's my favorite holiday. Well, it used to be my favorite holiday. I think it still is, but it just has never felt the same. And I saw a bunch of people saying, like, post-COVID, oh, Christmas feels so different and la la la, COVID ruined everything. But I think it's deeper than that. I think it's just the fact that we are growing up. Another part of my, like, funk that I'm experiencing is the fact that I'm, like, my days are just blending together. Everything is so fucking repetitive. I wake up early, I go to work, I go to class, I go to my other class, I come home, I do my homework, I take a nap, get up, maybe eat dinner, go right back to bed. Just to wake up and do the same fucking thing over and over and over again. And I am just waiting for it to end, you know? Like, the only thing that's getting me through this is like, hey, winter break is coming up and you're gonna have a break. Winter break is coming up, but then it also sucks because guess what? I have to go home. I'm sick of it. And another really hard part is when you can see yourself spiraling and when you can see yourself taking these negative turns. Again, like, you know yourself better than anyone else does, right? And so I'm watching myself behave in a way that I used to. And another time of my life where I was really, really, really not doing well mentally, and I was really, really, really struggling. And I see some mirroring of those negative behaviors, and I'm like well aware of where this could lead, but I'm not stopping it. I'm not doing anything to better myself. And then that makes me sad and it makes me feel bad about myself. And then I fall even deeper into the hole. And it's just like, it fucking sucks. Is like, the only one who can truly pull you out is you. You know, you can't rely on anybody else. You have other people there to support you and hold you up, but you can't rely on them forever, you know? And that's hard. And that's hard to know that you are your own biggest support system, but also I am you're the one that tears yourself down the most. I'll give you an example. Recently, I haven't really been eating dinner, and it's not in like a I don't think I should eat way, or it's not in like an ED way, and I'm not trying to come off as it like that, and I'm not trying to be insensitive to those that have struggled with EDs in the past and to those that have them right now. You know, I'm not trying to sound fucking tone deaf here. And I just want you guys to know that whenever I say anything in this podcast, I'm never ever trying to sound tone deaf, and I'm never ever trying to not realize the privilege that I have in saying this stuff and in reflecting and the things that I experience. So I guess that's just like a little disclaimer for you. Like, if you hear me or see me do some fucking bullshit, call me out on it. Text me, comment, and be like, that's not okay. Don't do that. You need to elaborate on this more, because what do you mean? I never want to come off like that. And I'm sorry if I do. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody. But recently I have found myself just like not really eating real meals and not really wanting, like, I'm in such a funk that I don't want to cook, which is crazy because I love cooking. I have a cooking show, and though it's not like a real cooking show, you know, and I don't record an episode every single time I cook anything, but like, I haven't posted an episode of that cooking show in so long because I haven't cooked anything. Genuinely. Like, I eat a protein bar in the morning, go to work, eat a bagel at work, come home, eat some hummus sometimes, grab a handful of chips, take a nap. That's my solution. My solution when I'm hungry, sleep. Sleep it off. And I'm sleeping so much that I'm missing meals. And I know it's bad. And I know that's a horrible behavior cycle to get into because I've done it before and it didn't end well. But I can't stop. And I don't know why. And I have no idea why. Ooh, this is going to sound really gross and like cringe. But like, I think I'm hiding my struggles well. And I think I've hid my struggles well, like really well in the past. And people didn't really know anything was wrong unless I sort of told them. At least they didn't, you know, come up to me and be like, are you okay, you know? And I don't want to be like, I'm fine on the outside, but I'm dying on the inside. Like, shut the fuck up. But like, that's how I'm still posting like stupid throwaway TikToks. I'm still shit posting on my private story. I'm still posting on Instagram. Like, everything outwardly is normal. I just recently posted a vlog on YouTube, and all fairness, that vlog was like from a month ago. I was just too lazy to edit. I feel like I'm watching myself, like third person watching myself. And seeing myself just like slip down this drain slowly but surely. I'm making my way down the mountain. I don't know what was at the top of the mountain because I don't know. Life is full of emotion and it's full of the highs and lows, which is why I'm telling myself like, this isn't the fucking end of the world. You're gonna live past this. It's just a bump in the road. It's a bump in the journey. What do you guys think? And also, I just want to say that this podcast episode is not like a cry for help. I'm fine, guys. Like, genuinely, I think I'm okay. I mean, I'm gonna get over it. I always get over it. It's okay. I don't want you to reach out. I'm fine. I don't want you to reach out, and I don't want any of you to text me and be like, hey, I'm here for you. I know you are. Hey, I fucking know you're there. I know you're always present, and you're always there for me if I need you. I fucking know that. You do not have to tell me. I have to tell me. I have to get it through my stupid fucking thick ass skull. Okay? I know you're there. You don't need to reach out and tell me that. I know you're there. I know. And I love you guys for that. And I love you so much. And I want you to know that I'm there for you. But this is not a cry for help, and this is not a cry for attention. I'm not posting this to seek attention. I just want you guys to know that you are not alone. If you ever feel any of these feelings, I feel them with you. Okay? Maybe not at the same time, maybe not in the same way, but I feel it on some level. On some level, we're connected. On some level, you're not alone. Keep that in mind. Guys, I'm proud of myself. I didn't break down. That's really all I had to say. I think this is probably maybe the shortest episode. One of the shortest. But I honestly, I don't have anything else to say to you guys. I talked out my feelings. And I think again, I use this shit like therapy. Should I invest in a real therapist? Probably. But I'd rather just have it on the internet forever for any stranger to watch and discover. I love you guys. No need to reach out. I'm doing fine. I promise. I'm doing all right. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. And you're going to be okay. And we're all going to be okay. It's just life. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for putting up with me. And yeah, I'll talk to you in the next episode, which will hopefully be more upbeat. Love you. Bye. Okay, this is going to be awkwardly inserted, and sorry to those of you watching for seeing the drastic clip change, but if you guys see me in person, don't bring this up to me. Ignore this episode. Pretend like it doesn't fucking exist. That's a huge thing for me, and for anything I post online. Once I post it, doesn't exist to me. It's out of my memory. People will come up to you and be like, oh, I saw your vlog. I liked when you did this. I was like, what? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't recall doing that ever. I don't know. It's just awkward. It makes me feel weird. Yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye.